Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. I'm Methodical Destruction, and today we are going to be starting off our Let's Play with a bit of a long episode that has a lot of cutscenes, but that shouldn't really matter because it's only going to be for this episode, really. But anyway, let's get started. So, I already have a file set up so that we don't have to take a long time naming it. It's named after me, my name is Josh, and I'll explain things more as we get into the game, so I'll see you guys in just a bit. And so now we can finally begin. So, to play as Mario, you use the control stick, obviously. You jump with the A button, and you can use the B button to use a hammer, which will come in handy later. So, basically, to explain this LP, I'm going to be taking my time with this instead of just rushing through the game. So you'll see me talking to NPCs and doing other things like that. So it'll be a bit more of a relaxed Let's Play than the first time I did this, which you can see on my channel if you're so inclined to. And right now I'm saving, of course, which will allow us to save our progress. That's pretty self-explanatory. And this is probably one of my favorite games of all time, in all honesty. I really enjoy it just because it kind of takes that familiar RPG feel and expands upon it. But right now we are actually coming up to a cutscene, so I'll see you guys in a minute. And now we're entering our very first battle of the game against Lord Crump. So, this game has a pretty straightforward battle system that is very similar to the past game in the series, Paper Mario, in that it's all action and timing based. So, as you can see, I'm using the jump, and if you press A with good timing as you hit an enemy, then it will allow you to do more damage than you would do normally, and you can also do stylish kinds of moves that will also be explained later. But now I'm showing off the hammer, which does a different kind of action command. And you can also guard in this game, and you'll see me do a type of guard known as a super guard here. And I'll explain that more in detail later. I'm just gonna keep things simple since this is the very first battle, and there's not a lot that I really show off here. So, also, after a battle you get star points, like Kumwella just said, and that's it. And now Goombella joins our party. So basically, to sum things up, the 1000-Year Door has a pretty big partner system that you get partners throughout the game, and they'll be able to assist you both in battle and on the field. So Goombella's on the field ability is tattling, so that she can tell you about the environment, and she can also tell you about different people. And it's kind of useful. It's more fun the first time you play the game, but as you play it more, you're probably not really going to use it because it's not very useful. And in battle, as it is explaining now, Goombella has a head monk, and she can tattle on enemies, which will basically give you some information about them. So overall, I'd say Goombella's a pretty good partner. So now we can finally look for Professor Frankly and get on with the game. So this is the town of Rogueport, and this is basically the main hub area of the game that we're going to be basically exploring for the remainder of the game. And it really has a kind of nice charm to it. It sort of reminds me of something maybe from like Aladdin, where it's kind of like this sort of grungy city that kind of has like a... I don't know what the charm is actually. It's kind of just like... I guess once you get to know the characters, it kind of has a nice feeling to it. But anyway, here we are picking up the very first star piece of the game that you can find. Well, it's the one I usually pick up first. And right now we're basically just going to be reading some stuff, talking to some NPCs. This here is a little thing called the Graffiti Corner that if you inspect behind that bulletin board there, you can read some little quips from some of the minor characters in the game. And it changes after every chapter, so I find that it's fun to check it occasionally and to see what's being said there. If we don't move, we won't break the contact lens. Okay, I guess I'm going for it. Maybe I won't break it. Well, that was rather unfortunate, but there's absolutely no way that you can not break her contact lens. And that is a required thing to do in the game. You have to break the contact lens at one point because you're required to go to that side of Rogueport in order to progress in the game. In order to get a new contact lens for her, you actually need to talk to one of the salespeople inside of the shop in Rogueport. I don't do that until episode 2 because I guess I just lost track of time and forgot about it. But it's not a big deal because as long as you do it before you go off to the next chapter, then it will be there by the time you get back, so no big deal. And again, like before, we're talking to some NPCs. This is Podley's bar, and this is Podley here, who owns the bar. And the character there with the red skull is an important character in a later chapter, chapter 5 to be exact. And we'll be meeting him later and talking to him a bit more, so we'll get to know who he is exactly. And this is the innkeeper, and it costs 5 coins to stay at the Rogueport Inn. Later inns will cost more, so it's always best to heal in Rogueport if you can. And this also happens to be the permanent residence of Toadsworth, who for some reason stays in this room the entire time, which is kind of funny. And then here we have the Bad Shop, which will open at 11 today, which is kind of unspecific considering this game doesn't have a time-based system. So, Goombella, what are you doing? You okay? Goombella? Oh, okay, good, she's down. Well, I'm glad that took care of itself, but... So now, I guess that is going to be it for this episode, so I'm saving right now. And I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of this Let's Play, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.